Hello, folks. Welcome back. This is Chris. Some good news for farmers aspiring to leave South Africa and take Donald Trump's new offer up for those who are in danger in their public safety. His Trump Truth Social post that he had from earlier today, in which he offered those farmers in South Africa who are in danger and safety. And I'll quote him. He says, to go a step further, any farmer with family from South Africa seeking to flee that country for reasons of safety will be invited into the United States of America with a rapid pathway to citizenship. This process will begin immediately. Now, we don't know what that means on a Friday afternoon, but we shall see. Meanwhile, someone has already stepped forward amidst the fake news, the lies, the intentional efforts to mislead South Africans, the attacks on people who express any interest in immigrating to America, the nonsensical attacks against the United States by politicians, and all the people rubbishing the refugee program, which is not this, saying that Trump will never come through. Well, there is some hope for those who want to take it up. I'll start this video by saying that I am not encouraging anyone to leave South Africa. I find it heartbreaking that anyone would feel the need to leave their home country, but I understand your situation. That's a personal choice for you, and you must make that choice for you and your family. If you do come here, however, there is hope and assistance on the way. The Southern African Agri Initiative, Saai, that's the group Theo de Jager was responsible for, and went to Germany recently on an agricultural conference. And then the PO magazine from the Department of Agriculture, led by John Steenhuisen, Democratic Alliance, member of Parliament, Minister for Agriculture, whitewashed him out, a la Stalin, simply eliminated him, wax on, wax off. And suddenly Theo de Jager, a key member of the delegation, was no longer part of it. Yeah, well, I guess SAAI is striking back against that corrupt government. SAAI, a network for family farmers, says it's formed an agreement with several organizations, including Solidarity and AfriForum, who've both been pillared by people who cannot be bothered to pay attention to facts, instead believe the fake news, and have been attacking Solidarity and AfriForum, claiming that they tried to rubbish that any South Africans who want to go to the States, claiming falsely with no evidence whatsoever that both Solidarity and AfriForum had gone to the White House and told the White House not to let people come to America. Total rubbish. Meanwhile, SAI has partnered with a network, including Solidarity and AfriForum, to coordinate efforts to assist individuals and families that wish to pursue the opportunity to settle in the United States, either as refugees or under this new potential farmer program. They said on Friday that there was an explicit invitation from President Trump to South African farmers, offering them a shortcut to U.S. citizenship if they feel unsafe or persecuted in South Africa. And that is exactly what I just read to you, Trump's Truth Social post. So that's what they're talking about. Now, on their part, they say SAAI is not in the business of exporting our farmers, nor have we ever been. Through our partnership with Agri All Africa, we likely have more experience than any other organization in assisting South African, Zimbabwe, and Namibian farmers who have invested in other parts of Africa, as well as in Eastern Europe, Portugal, the United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Canada. These farmers have either diversified their operations or relocated abroad. They continue saying every farmer who chooses to leave South Africa for any reason is a loss to both the country and our agricultural sector. And it is our intention to keep that number as low as possible. However, they're going to help those who want to leave. SAI said, based on the inquiries and interest shown over the past several weeks since Trump first mentioned the possibility of granting refugee status for persecuted farmers, he didn't do it for farmers, he did it for Afrikaners, but I guess Times Live can't be bothered to get the facts right. It believes there will be three categories of farmers who may consider taking up the offer. So SAI says that would be trauma-stricken families. These are families that have been victims of farm attacks, murders, large-scale theft, looting, invasions, trespassing. Unemployed breadwinners. And they said this group of middle-aged white farmers, farm managers, and agricultural workers have been marginalized due to BEE policies. Many have no income, no employment, and are looking for something to do with their skills. And young aspirant farmers. These are young, white, aspiring farmers who face significant obstacles in getting land, capital, or other resources necessary to establish themselves in the agricultural sector. SAI said, given the government's clear intention to use the draconian new Expropriation Without Compensation Act to alter land ownership demographics, many young farmers see no future for themselves in South Africa because they won't be allowed to get land because they're white. SAI said it has secured an agreement with a major U.S. law firm that will provide 100 hours of legal assistance to destitute farmers and families who need help accessing this opportunity. Now, unfortunately, Times Live doesn't delve into that question any further. Is that 100 hours per farmer or farm family? Is that a total of 100 hours? In the scheme of things, unless it's a minor situation with a legal issue, a technical issue, 100 hours isn't going to be a lot. Nonetheless, no one else is doing anything to help you out. So SAAI has made an effort here, and I think folks should be grateful if you want to take them up on that. Now, they say that should the South African government proceed with expropriating farms at zero or below market compensation, the number of interested families will inevitably increase. At the moment, They think the vast majority of their members for family-owned farms want to stay in South Africa, but they think it could increase. They say it's therefore senseless to reject Trump's offer, to victimize those considering it, or to burn bridges to opportunities that these families or individuals do not have in South Africa. And that's exactly right, folks. That's the bottom line with all this stuff. Why would you look to give horse in the mouth? Express your interest privately to the U.S. government if you're interested in it. You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to take up the offer. It's like when you go for a job, you do more than one interview, right? You go to multiple employment places, multiple places you can get a job. You interview here, you interview there, you look for the best offer, and you take that one. And you kindly decline the offers made to you from others, should you get them. In this case, the United States is offering an unbelievably generous opportunity for Afrikaners suffering from unjust racial discrimination. And now Trump has opened up another window for farmers whose safety is in jeopardy. Well, let's see what happens. Interesting to say the least. Big developments in South Africa, where the world is finally opening its eyes. The blinders are coming off. The conduct of the ruling African National Congress, now in a coalition with the Democratic Alliance and others, is being exposed to the world. Long overdue. Sadly, millions of South Africans have suffered unnecessary black, white, and brown under this evil governance for the past 30 years. Perhaps now a new path can be charted, but I won't hold my breath on that one. What say you, South Africa? Cheers.